My name is Karis Oluwase Alara. I am a creative writer and social media specialist. I'm a 2021-2022 Chevening scholar and I'll be studying MA Creative Writing at Brunel University, London.
How does it feel like to be a scholar?
It's mind-blowing. It's actually an amazing feeling, honestly. I don't know, till now, I still think about it and I'm like, oh wow, I'm really a Chevening scholar. It's just mind-blowing. One word.
Okay. One word that summarizes your journey to this moment in a scholarship.
It's a journey of faith, honestly.
Okay, why faith?
Okay, the Chevening process is like a 1-year journey, and after writing the essays and then waiting for the interview call, fine, I made it to the interview stage. Then from the interview stage, when Chevening got back to us, I was on the reserve list. So it was like another wait again. So it was actually, the process it wasn't funny at that point in time, because I remember checking my mail when I saw it, and then when immediately I saw I was on the reserve list, I just felt like everything had crumbled at that point. I didn't even want to know whether I wasn't rejected. People kept telling me, okay, you're on the reserved list, you get upgraded. I've heard stories of people who got upgraded, and at the same time, I've also heard stories of people who did not get upgraded. So yes, it was actually a very, very trying period.
A few years ago, did you think you would win a scholarship?
Maybe not necessarily a scholarship, but I knew I was going to be pursuing a master's degree, not in Nigeria, because I wanted to do a master's in creative writing. And from the research I made, there was no school in Nigeria offering that. So I knew if I was going to pursue this particular course, I had to travel out. So yes, I knew I was going to be traveling out, but not necessarily on scholarship.
How did you find out about Chevening?
The first time I learned about Chevening was on AFM Stories on YouTube. I follow AFM Stories on Instagram. So I saw the clip on her Instagram page. So out of curiosity, she posted when she won her Chevening scholarship. So out of curiosity, I went to her page, then saw, okay, Chevening scholarship. And then I remember asking her a couple of questions because I finished with a 2-2 in my first degree. So already there was this whole mindset that Chevening scholarship is for first class and 2-1. So I was able to ask her a couple of questions about how to go about applying for Chevening. Then she told me, okay, even with a 2-2, you can apply for Chevening. So that was how my Chevening journey began.
Why do you think anyone should apply for Chevening, and what's so amazing about Chevening?
I'll start with what's so amazing about Chevening. First off, the network. Chevening has an amazing network where you get to meet different leaders from different parts of the world. If you feel like you know something about your field of study or you've seen life, wait until you meet people who have more experience, who have done more amazing things. And Chevening provides you with that network. So the network itself it's actually key. If you really want to, if you have goals, like some leadership skills and some career plans that you want to actually do with your life and all. So Chevening provides that network for you to meet with the amazing people. Now, why anyone should apply for Chevening? It's for everybody. It's a free platform. All you have to do is make your applications, wow them, and you might as well be on your way to winning the scholarship.
Okay, walk us through the process for winning Chevening. What steps did you take?
Okay, like I said earlier, first off, I came across the whole application process on AFM Stories YouTube. So after that, I began to research. I went on Chevening's website. I read a lot about writing the essays. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. Then when it came to writing my essays, at that point, I took a break from researching to actually think about what I want to do. Because I thought about, for leadership, for career, I thought about it, okay, what have I done in the past? What do I want to do with this particular course I want to study? So I had to pen everything down. So I got all my points. So after getting everything, I joined, I was on a Telegram group for Chevening scholars. So I attended the training process organized by those on the Telegram group, that's alumni and all. So after doing that, then I began writing my essays. After writing my essays, I didn't really get any scholar to proofread my essays. So I just shared it with a couple of friends that I trusted their judgment to help read through it. They made a little bit of corrections here and there. I read it again, proofread everything, then submitted my application.
Did you have doubts, and how did you deal with the doubts?
Yes, I had doubts. And the doubts I had came more from the angle of the course I was putting in for. I was on a Telegram group and everybody introduced themselves. This person was studying international development, this person was studying a medical related course. And I was putting in for creative writing. So already, being a creative writer in a country like Nigeria, there's already that challenge. Like, people see you as, is that really a profession, or is creative writing not something you do in your spare time, like a hobby or something? So already that challenge was there. But how I was able to deal with it was I spoke to a friend of mine who actually helped a great deal and was like, if this is the course you really want to put in for, I think you should just bear it at the back of your mind that if every other person is taking one step, you have to take like 5 steps, considering the course you're putting in for. So that was how I was able to deal with the doubts I had.
Also, how was the waiting period like, and how did you deal with it?
The waiting period was not funny because my own waiting period was double because I was on the reserved list. So after waiting for Chevening to announce the final list, I still had to wait again to be upgraded from the reserved list. And then, man, it was really tough. It was really, really tough. At some point, I had to mute the groups I was on, like, because people kept saying, "Oh, I got the scholarship, I did," and then I saw I was already on the reserve list. So at that point in time, my mental health was kind of like really, really affected because I muted the groups. I didn't want anybody to ask me anything that had to do with Chevening. I didn't want anybody asking me any questions and all. And then my family was actually very, very supportive because they kept praying with me, they kept encouraging me that, okay, all hope is not lost yet. Then when Chevening started upgrading, the first day, the group, we opened a group for those on the reserve list. So the first day the upgrade started from Nigeria, they upgraded about a couple of people on that day. I didn't get anything. So I was still like, okay, the first day has gone because we were hoping at least 6 people would get upgraded from Nigeria. So when the 6 people had already announced they had been upgraded, so I just shut off again. Like, I just kept praying and all. Then the second day when the upgrade started again, they upgraded some in the morning, I didn't get any mail. They upgraded in the afternoon, I didn't get any mail. So at some point, I was already like, in fact, I was already watching a video that was, because there was a particular event, a virtual event organized by Chevening where some scholars came to share their experiences. So I already joined. I was like, okay, if I don't get it this year, maybe next year. So I was actually watching that particular video and looking at, okay, what course do I want to apply to next year? Then something happened when Faith was sharing her journey. She mentioned something about the first time she applying for a particular course. She mentioned she applied for creative writing and she didn't get it. So immediately I heard it, I was like, God, like, I also applied for creative writing and I've not gotten my mail. So I was already making preparations that, okay, next year, what other course can I apply for and all. So I was still watching the video when I received the mail notification. Like, it was just mind-blowing, honestly. The waiting period was tough on me, but thank God, eventually I'm here now.
What do you think helped you win?
I would say I was able to tell my story and I did a lot of research because considering the course I applied for creative writing, I put in a lot of work. I had to do a research on what the UK government is currently doing in Nigeria in the fields of arts and humanities. So with that, I was able to streamline my essay responses to fit in what the UK government is currently doing in Nigeria. So I would say a lot of research, I would say the network I made, I would say the group I joined, the mock interviews and everything that came with the practice period.
When do you think is the best time to apply for a scholarship?
I think the best time to apply for a scholarship is the moment you feel like you need a scholarship. The moment you feel like, okay, you want to pursue your studies outside the country, and not everybody can fund themselves. So the moment you know that, okay, you need a scholarship to study abroad, that is when you should start making research about the scholarship you're applying into and preparing for it.
Do you think anybody can win a scholarship?
Yeah, I think anybody can win a scholarship regardless of your grades in school, as long as you're able to prove to them why you deserve the scholarship. Yeah, anybody can win a scholarship.
Okay, you've met scholars. What are your notable characteristics of scholars?
I would say hard work. I would say commitment. There's dedication. Those are the top 3 qualities that I've noticed in every scholar I've met.
Why do you think people get rejected?
People get rejected. First of all, research is at the center of everything. Most times, while I was preparing for to write my own essays, there are some people that they just came to the group and the instruction already said, okay, Chevening's website has a lot of information for you, but most people just want to be spoon-fed, like they don't want to do their research. And I would say also plagiarizing people's essays, not being true to your own story, can actually implicate you and can stand in the way of you getting the scholarships. Then you should also learn to tell your stories. Don't try to be anyone, just be yourself.
Why do you think people get selected?
It still has to do with the ability to tell your story in a convincing way. It's like, why should we invest in you? The moment you're able to prove yourself to them that, okay, I'm worthy of the investment they're about to make, definitely you will get the scholarship.
What are the mistakes in aspiring scholars make?
Number 1 mistake is not carrying out research. Number 2, waiting for someone to literally hold your hand and take you through the entire process. Chevening's website, and I'm sure not just Chevening, I'm sure every other scholarship has websites where the whole information you need about the scholarship is already there. So just do your research.
What are your advice you have for aspiring scholars?
My advice for aspiring scholars is be clear on what you want, your career plan, know what it is you want to achieve with the course you're going to study. Don't just choose a course because you feel like, oh, this is what the scholarship board wants. That was one mistake I did not make. I could have easily said, okay, I want to study creative writing, but I don't think Chevening is going to select me because of the course. Go for a course you really, really want. There's no point going for a course that you know, okay, this course is part of what the UK government is doing in Nigeria. Then you study a course and at the end of your scholarship, you're not using it for anything. So I feel like you should actually do that. Study a course, select something you know you are passionate about. Don't just stumble into any course for the sake of winning the scholarship. Yeah, it's actually a great platform. That's where my Chevening journey began. So I am actually very proud of the platform because I've seen the videos, I've seen improvements over time, I've seen how useful the information from the AFM Story platform has actually helped me in my own scholarship process.